We heard from Danny Ainge this morning as the Celtics embark on their off-season. I'm Sierra Goodwill here with Bobby Manning. A ton of interesting nuggets from Ainge this morning. We're going to start with Kemba Walker because he said not at any point in the bubble did Kemba Walker look like himself due to that lingering knee issue. He said, as of right now, no surgery is planned or scheduled for Kemba. They'll see how he looks and how he feels in the coming months. What did you make of his comments about Kemba?
Yeah, it reflected the whole tenor of the press conference. He gave you a little bit, but didn't give you everything. And it was nice to hear some honesty, some frankness about the team. And it did start with Kemba because he ruled out surgery for now. I think they'll do some tests. I think they'll look at him over the coming months and see what's needed because that wouldn't be the preferable solution. Any surgery would definitely stretch into the next season, depending on what kind of chart they have. And we heard from Adam Silver on that. That's what makes this offseason so difficult with injury decisions, with personnel moves, is the fact that no one knows when free agency starts, when the draft is, when next season starts. So by any stretch of the imagination, surgery for Kemba would stretch in the next season, so they're definitely going to try to avoid that. They've said all along that surgery wasn't needed right from when the issues ramped up in the second training camp, but it's concerning because it clearly plagued them throughout. It clearly needed management, and this is a player that's going to be signed for 3 years at least in Boston. So does that become an issue for years to come? He's had multiple surgeries in his career, and it's clearly affected him. I think we all saw that. He wasn't himself during the bubble.
And Ainge also said he's fully prepared for it to be a luxury tax team next year because they do have all these players that they're given some decent cash to, especially when Gordon Hayward picks up his option, which he's expected to do. Jaylen Brown, they're going to probably extend Jason Tatum, Kemba's deal. But he did say that they're not good enough the way they are. He said this season, the way it ended, we're clearly not good enough because they fell short of the NBA Finals once again. Do you think that mixed with his comments on Kemba and that he wasn't himself is a slight in any way to Kemba, or do you think it's completely injury related and Ainge expects Kemba to be the player that he always was in Charlotte?
No, he gave some praise to Kemba too for the way he fought back and the way he played throughout the playoffs. It was a rough finish for Kemba. It certainly was. The Toronto series, the last 5 games were bad. He bounced back a little bit in game 7, but he wasn't the player they needed against Miami. And that combined with the Hayward injury, the Romeo Langford injury, Ainge mentioned as well. I don't think any of us thought that was a big deal, but he said they could have used him for depth purposes. He was hurt all year. So you hate to do the injury thing, but the Celtics clearly weren't themselves. Hayward, we know, came back weeks ahead of time. Kemba not being right, made the best of it. There were some games I thought where he paced them, but it was kind of an on-off type thing. And then you saw Brad Stevens trying to take him in the game, out of the game. It was kind of the way the season went, and so many Celtic seasons have gone like this. We know this with players going down or players dealing with things, but at least we have some clarity now on what Kemba was going through and what he's going to have to face going forward.
Well, for Danny Ainge's full press conference, you can find it on our YouTube channel and website at clnsmedia.com. And we break down more of what he had to say right here on our YouTube channel at Celtics All Access as well.